Alright guys, so Nasrat Haqparast versus Rafa Garcia. This fight is a lightweight fight, a UFC fight at Edwards versus Muhammad. And guys, this is a striker versus a grappler fight. Rafa Garcia is a grappler in the fight, and obviously, Nasrat Haqparast, who finishes literally every single one of his fights, is 100% the striker in this fight. Nasrat Haqparast, the 30th best lightweight fighter in the world, 12 wins and only 3 losses, 25 and a half years old, 5 foot 10 inches tall, and has an amazing reach of 72 inches. Rafa Garcia, an undefeated lightweight fighter outside of the UFC, 12 wins, no losses, and no draws. He's 26 and a half years old. He's 5 foot 7 inches tall, so a little bit smaller than Nasrat Haqparast, and then has a reach of 68 inches. Those are 2 humongous advantages for Nasrat Haqparast. I mean, it's a 4-inch reach advantage and a 3-inch height advantage for Nasrat Haqparast. That is an amazing thing to have in this fight. The betting odds for the fight, I'm not going to go to it right now, but I know it's like minus 380, minus 400 or something for Nasrat Haqparast to win the fight against Rafa Garcia, which is absolutely insane. The Tapology predictions, 87% of the vote going for Nasrat Haqparast to win the fight. It's pretty 50-50 on saying if Nasrat Haqparast is going to get a knockout or TKO, or if he's going to win the fight by decision. Only 13% of the vote going for Garcia to win the fight, mainly by decision. And then a couple people have him win the fight by knockout, and then a lot of people have him win the fight by submission as well. If you look at the undefeated Rafa Garcia, I mean, this dude's an absolute beast. 7 wins by submission, 3 wins by decision, and then 1 win by knockout. And I mean, we don't even need to look at the losses as an amateur or as a pro. He has none. He's an undefeated fighter, which is just absolutely insane. He has a lot of rear naked choke submissions, a lot of armbar submissions, a lot of heel hooks. So he could be a good threat against Nasrat Haqparast in this fight. But Nasrat Haqparast, this man's an absolute beast. Lost his first ever pro MMA fight, but came back. I mean, come on, look at this. Knockout, knockout, knockout. Knockout, 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 second round knockout right here. Then a third round knockout. I mean, come on, 8 knockouts in a row? That's insane. And then fights Marcin Held in his first fight inside of the UFC in 2017. Honestly, if he was outside of the UFC, he would have gotten like 10 more knockouts before joining the UFC. He's just that powerful outside of the UFC and such a good fighter. Joined the UFC in 2017, fought Marcin Held. Lost a fight, his first ever loss inside the UFC by decision. Came back with 2 decision wins over Mark Diakese, who's really known for his knockout power. Beat Theobald Goody, also by decision. Got a second round knockout win over Joaquim Silva. Lost one fight to, I believe, a top 15 lightweight fighter in the world in Drew Dober. Lost a fight by first round knockout, the first time he's ever been finished as a pro MMA fighter. Then came up with a decision win over Alex Munoz and was supposed to fight Arman Tazariuka, and that fight would have been amazing. But I'm not really sure what happened with that one. Let's see, he withdrew due to illness. I'm not really sure what happened there. But now he's fighting Rafa Garcia in a striker versus grappler fight. Should be very interesting. He has the height advantage. He has the reach advantage. No real age advantage because they're pretty much the same exact age. Nasrat Haqparast does have some pretty good takedown defense. Let's see if we can find him. Nasrat Haqparast. Let's check his fights before. Does anyone take him down in any of his fights? Literally, the only person to really do good in the takedown against Nasrat Haqparast is Marcin Held. Let's check. 3 out of 10 and a lot of control time in that fight, but he still managed to keep the fight on the feet for the most part and win the fight in the striking game. See here, he had more strikes, and more strikes. So even though he's fighting a pretty good grappler and a pretty good wrestler like Rafa Garcia, even though he's done that in the past against some guys inside the UFC in the past, he still managed to defend some of those takedowns. I mean, he defended 70% of those takedowns in that fight. And in this fight, I kind of think that he's going to defend roughly around 75% of Rafa Garcia's takedowns. There will be moments in the fight where Rafa Garcia will get the fight to the ground, but the thing is, will he do damage? Will he go for submissions? I don't really think so. He's very talented on the ground, has some good submission skills, but I think Nasrat Haqparast can defend the submissions and get the fight back on the feet and even land some shots from the bottom, get the fight to the feet, and he definitely has a striking advantage. So I'm very hyped on Nasrat Haqparast or the lightweight Kelvin Gastelum right here. So I'm definitely going to be going with Nasrat Haqparast to keep the fight on the feet for the most part. Only allow 1, maybe even 2 takedowns in the fight, but overall I think he'll win 30-27 on all judges' scorecards and win this fight by unanimous decision.